People pleasing is the most searched topic on TikTok right now. And I'm not ashamed to say that I've been using AI to come up with some of our topics because we are women of 2026. And that is the most searched topic right now on TikTok. So I want to talk about it because we actually do talk about it.
Well, you're not a people pleaser. You just shut me down. You're like, would you stop talking about all this computer stuff because it ages you? You said us. And I'm like, no, you're young. I'm 52. So that's a wonderful example. You're not a people pleaser.
No, because
you are not
it's
afraid to say,
helpful.
yeah, and you said it very sweet. You're like,
It's helpful.
I'm just going to say this. And I don't know computers. I only have my stupid phone.
We don't even need to go. I mean, that's like me showing up to work and saying, I don't know anything about real estate. I don't, but I just show up. You see what I'm saying?
I just talk, and you're right. So, but the point of that is not that I need. I need a course correcting. You are not going to people please me by just saying, Nicki, that was real good. You don't need to worry about that. No, Nicki. And then, because what happens if you just didn't say anything and you just started people pleasing?
I would look back at the episodes and be like, I hate it when she does that. And then it's like, okay, well then why didn't you fucking say anything? Why didn't you say anything? Steve Singer, somebody who was a great spiritual mentor to me, he used to say, oh, you're a people pleaser? Give me the phone numbers of the last 5 people that you pleased. That's a big no one, isn't it? When you think of people pleasers,
I got to fight with someone yesterday because I would not people please.
Because they think, no, but people that are people pleasers, it's like we use the word, but it's like, who have you pleased? Because I just had a massive.
Oh, you mean by doing the people pleasing, who have you really pleased?
And give me their phone numbers. Because I want to call them and ask them how pleased they are with your people pleasing. Because it's actually more harmful, right? Like we talked about this last time, but I had this massive, I don't even know what you want to call it, a huge disagreement fallout with one of the closest people in my life. And a bunch of times during this fallout, she had mentioned that she was basically doing me a favor by not bringing it up sooner because she didn't want to rock the boat of my life. And it's like, first of all, you're not God. You bringing up some problem that you had with me didn't save me from killing myself. Do you know what I'm saying? And also look where we're at now. We have this huge difference of opinion. There's been this massive email sent. And it's like, who did you please by pleasing me in the moment? I didn't want to say anything because, you're in early recovery. It's like, you didn't do me any favors.
Okay, let me just shut this shit down right now. People pleasing is dishonest. It's just dishonesty.
Okay.
Let's go even deeper. If you're a people pleaser, I'm going to mic drop it here. You're a fucking liar.
You're a coward.
What's a coward?
A liar.
You see, it's all the same. I always talk about Mr. Luxembourg. He's one of my greatest teachers, my boyfriend. But long story short, he hates the English language. He speaks 7 languages. And yes, Luxembourgish is a language, okay? I don't even know what the dialects are. But then he hates the English language. Why? One word can mean 5 million different things.
Ooh.
Think about that. If you say one word, it means a million different things. We get in a lot of arguments because of it. Because I'll say, I said this. I said, you have discernment. And he said, they don't want me there. I didn't say that they don't want you there. Discernment doesn't mean they don't want you. It means that you're discerning. And we had to get into this big thing. So again, let's go deep on this people pleasing.
Yeah.
I just people please, Jess. No, you don't. You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, you're not pleasing me by lying to me.
You're a liar. Why don't you speak your truth?
Tell me I have lipstick on my teeth. Fucking say something.
Can we go deep into that one? Okay, what was it the whole time? I mean, even here, if something's weird on me, stop the recording.
Stop and do it.
Okay, dare I say someone can edit back in? I don't know how it all works. Okay, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we can figure it out later.
Bitch slapped up in here for not knowing the computer. And then I'm like, I get home, I look in the mirror and I'm like, you didn't tell me I had a peppercorn in my fucking tooth all night?
Right.
And I was smiling and you didn't, you're not my friend.
No.
You're just not my friend. You didn't tell me I had broccoli in my canine. Forget you. This is sick stuff.
I know. You're right. And I like the English language thing because it's
there's a lot of words.
People, it means things to different people and words really matter. My boss, who's Albanian, and she's a fucking boss. She's a gangster. And she mixes up words sometimes, but it's she's like, you're not confident. You need to be more confident. But she'll sometimes mix up the word competent And I'm like, do you mean competent or confident? But then guess what? It's the same. If I'm not confident, I'm not competent. And if I'm not competent, I'm not confident. So I like to just remember that words matter.
Okay, and let's go deep on that one too, because some people, if you're from North America, Canada, I mean, we're bilinguals somewhat. In America, you know, and you have master command of the English language and you don't speak another language, people will, and I've done it. I'll make fun of somebody who doesn't say something right. When I was younger and I was too ignorant, these people speak 2 languages.
I know. Can you imagine?
You're making fun of them because they spell sausage wrong, Nikki. Like literally, this is nuts. They speak 2 languages. Some of them speak 3 or 4, and you just know your measly English, and you don't even know your English language well because you keep saying, I'm just a people pleaser, instead of going, I like to lie to you because I'm radically dishonest.
I want to avoid confrontation.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, like just...
Why don't you just say what it is? I want to
it.
avoid confrontation. I want people to like me. I can't stand being uncomfortable. I can't stand being in the unknown if I'm not, you know, liked by everyone in the room. Like, that's what it is.
Well, let me give an example of what happened yesterday, because I was not going to people please. I took a phone call and I didn't pray and meditate and do my 2-hour morning routine before I even got on the phone. So right there, I'm already irritable, right? I'm already a little like weird. It takes me 2 hours probably to get ready to even deal with a human. And so I picked up the phone right away because there was a death. And she had told me that someone in our fellowship had died. And then we started, it wasn't something you text back, you call, right?
Okay.
Mutual friend. And we started talking and gone on this other conversation. But then this person started talking and kind of pointing out my character defects and kind of you statements instead of I statements. I shut that shit right down. You know what I said? I didn't give you authority to speak any kind of truth over me like that. You didn't ask permission. Now, I have another friend, Catherine Ferris, you're here. She'll say, do you mind if I comment on that? And she'll literally put her hand over her heart and go, would you be open to hearing what I have to say about that, Nikki?
Words matter.
Nikki, would you mind if would you be okay? And I've told her, and I think I told you this when I was telling the story, I've given her authority to speak her truth anytime. I can't see it. It takes 2 to see 1. I can't see when I'm being a maniac. Okay. You have authority, and I've given you that authority. If you want, and like just now, if you see something, please tell me because I can't see it. But I didn't give the rest of you trollers.
Well, we have because we have a public podcast.
Oh, is that what happens?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'm so old. It's like, I didn't give the trollers permission to troll
No,
me.
they have permission.
Where's my daughter when I need her?
I'm right here. Okay, Mom. But no, you know what? It's just, that is a good way of saying. I had a sponsor when I first entered the program, and I was complaining about my parents to her, and she said, like, I had to, like, tell my parents not to call me for the first year of my recovery. And I was like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, I told them to text me first. I don't have the capacity to pick up the phone and get right into some issue that I'm not really prepared to get into. And I filed that away because it's like in some different format, we have to be like that with people. Like, I'll tell my dad lately. My dad and I are talking again. Hey, Dad. And it's been great. And, this time around. And, he like will call, and I'll have the foresight to be like, hey, you know what? I'm in the middle of my workday. I don't have energy, but I will call you after 5 p.m. And that's a lot kinder than being like, I don't want to talk about this right now. Click. It's like, okay,
we're arming people.
We're learning
with
each
facts.
other.
That's right. It's like people don't read minds. So if you're out there and thinking, well, they should have known I was like that. Like, I have to tell my boyfriend when we're talking and something's going heated, I can't hear this right now. I'm in a good mood. This is fucking me up. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And he does it, and he gets it. And then he'll be like the next morning, how did you sleep?
But you want to know what that is too? Like there's so many miracles in all of our experiences. You can just pick them apart, really, because that is the miracle of also not living in fear. Because women have a fear that if they end a conversation like that, somehow they're going to end up dying alone. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well,
and that's
I don't think I would have done that the first year, but now I'm 7 years later, and I've tried to get this guy off my timeline.
But that's my point. And it has, but you can't. Only God can.
That's right. I said, when he left at Christmas, you were here. We were nuts. And I said, dude, when you go to the airport, like, let's just end this. We're not going to see, we're done. We're not going to see each other. Well, we're going on a 3-week
Not
holiday
up
next
to
week.
you.
Not up to me. And so I love that. And so now it's really cool. Guess how I don't people please? Because I said to my government, no, you will not inoculate me with some weird baby fetus and some, I don't know what is in that thing. What the fuck's in that thing?
I don't know, mic drop. There's people that did and there's people that didn't.
But they were people pleasing because when they come up to me and say, I had to do it. Now go...
Reframe the language.
Language matters because they go, I had to do it.
No, I knew this lady and she was very holistic. I'll just use that word because that's what we are. We're holistic. And her husband, his daughters lived in the States, stay with me. And they were in scholarships in the States and they played sports. And in order for them to go see his daughters, she never had her own children. This is how deep this goes.
Okay.
She loved this man and she would do anything for him, including take the vaccine. And doesn't she get a super cancer a few years later, dies. And wonder what her last words were not her last words, but she filmed this thing for her friends. And she actually made mention of perfume. And she said, where I had the most tumors, this is going off on a tangent, but it's a good tangent. Where she had the most tumors,
where she sprayed the perfume,
is where she always sprayed the perfume. And she begged all of her friends to stop spraying it.
I mean,
it's all full circle.
I have no words because this is like this. I've heard this story said a million times in different ways by different people that's happening right now. So that was really hard to go against the grain. I didn't people please. I did not people please and go deeper. I did have a baby out of my body. And I said to her, I'm never getting the vaccine. Have a good life.
Because she lives in another country.
She lives in California and she's too lazy to renew her Canadian passport. I'm like, crazy. Oh, but daddy says I only need an American passport. Well, yeah, you and your dad stay in California in your Napa Valley bubble and live happily ever after. I'm never getting the vax. And we were at perfect peace. Like I was honest and I didn't worry about it because I saw a lot of people do that. My cousin did it. She did it for her. She's never even given her own son a vaccine. But for her husband, this is the one that went crazy. I think I told you about the one that went nuts. And after the divorce, they want to see the step grandchildren. She went and got a vax. Yeah. And after that, she didn't get the cancer, but she went nuts. I mean, nuts. And I'm not going to blame it on any pokey. I'm going to blame it on dishonesty. You didn't stay true to yourself.
Well, that's why it's important to do the work. Okay, but that's why it's important to not to take it back to our topic of our last episode, to not spiritually bypass, because if you don't do the work around this stuff, then when the topic comes up and your husband wants you to do something that you don't want to do and you haven't done the work around it, you're going to people please because you are still addicted to people. So it's all full circle topics. Like if I don't do the work right now, then when I get a husband and then when a certain trial and low spot happens and we have a disagreement, I will not be afraid to remain in my frame because I will have done the work around it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, this is not easy. There's a movie out there, Farrah Fawcett. Does anyone know who Farrah Fawcett is? You're
Charlie's
young.
Angels.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, and she did a movie, a TV made movie. This is all before Netflix. I mean, they used to make movies, okay? Mm-hmm. Like made for TV movies. And she did one called The Burning Bed. She people pleased so bad, she lit the bed on fire while her husband was sleeping. Okay. It's called The Burning Bed. I love Farrah Fawcett for that role. She people pleased that bad that when he fell asleep, she's just like, I can't take it anymore.
Well, I love that example because I know people like that. And it's like, you're complaining to me about your partner or your ex-partner. We had this conversation on the phone this morning and I changed your mind on something because you were like, he's a bad person. And I'm like, is it? Or did she place herself in a position to be hurt? And then it's like, you're so angry at the end of your 3-year relationship. But who are you angry at? Yourself? Because you didn't say a fucking thing, dude. You didn't say take control of your own life. Take control of your life. I'm not a man hater. I'm not a woman hater. I'm a truth seeker. I see the truth in people's relationships. And that is where the actual real interesting casework is. Because it's like there's his opinion and her opinion. And you're not taking accountability for your part. What was your part? Where are you to blame?
Yeah, and it's not a part. Your part is 100%. There's not a part, because that insinuates that someone else has a part in it. You don't. It's all your fault. You are the maker of your life. But real quick, what I want to tell you, because we're on people pleasing.
Yeah.
When I was going crazy, I'm like, that guy's and I was going crazy, not because I man hate, because I was really upset with this person.
Right.
Because I know this person. You didn't people please me. You stopped right there and
I
you
gave you the
showed me.
facts.
You showed me a different perspective. I stopped in my tracks and I said, because words matter. I said, let me take back what I said.
Okay.
I have to agree with you. Didn't I say that? And
yes.
no one, even Nicki M, doesn't like to admit I'm wrong. And I said, wow, I am completely wrong on this.
You know what? On this topic, without using names, because it's helpful, a man wastes a woman's baby making years. Okay? That's the topic that we're talking about, right?
Yeah, I was mad at a man
for wasting a woman's baby
not
making
just one, two women that I know of.
So what does that mean, wasting? He dated her and then they broke up for different reasons, and now she's maybe at the end or past this baby making age. Okay, so there was a gun to the woman's head? And I'm not talking about this in particular
You're talking
situation.
about all women.
I'm talking
it's
about
general.
all
It
women.
could be any man too.
It's like he took you hostage, because I can guarantee you probably took him hostage. So whose fault is, like, if we keep placing the blame on every other, like I said, my dad and I are getting along lately, which is a miracle. But you know what? That's because I decided to get along with him. It's a decision. I woke up one day and I said, I'm not going to not get along with this person. So we are the decision makers of our own lives. We can change anything on a dime.
We need a bigger studio, because I want to like reenact taking a diaper off right now.
Yeah.
I want to take off the shitty diaper, get the baby wipes out, and literally clean that up and put on my big girl pants and suit up and show up, because let's just go straight. You are responsible for your life.
That's right.
Now, if you're under 18 and you were raped, and I told you that word is no, I was molested. No, you were raped and something happened to you. You were completely abused and annihilated under 18. I want you to blame everybody.
Okay.
Okay. You're a child. We've put that date on. I mean, really 16 if you want, because you can make a baby at 16, whatever. I don't know. It varies around the world. But I'm in Canada, under 18, you're considered a child. Okay.
Well, you are. You haven't developed like decision. I mean, like in my experience, I hung around some.
You were an adult at 4 years old, but go on.
I was an adult at 4 years old, but I really thought that like the decisions that I made around 13, 14, and 15 were my own decisions. And now that I am on the other side of things, I'm like, okay, I can see how those men kind of groomed me to do certain things. Like I can see that now.
You were groomed.
I can see that now, but like, do I go around in victimhood?
No. Because you and I also, we're a little different. We're a little different than people. So I'll say for Jess and I, anything over 13 and above, we'll take responsibility.
Yeah, like let's just take responsibility.
Like I just want to take responsibility.
You wanted the money, you wanted the power.
I wanted it all. So that's fine. But anybody listening to this podcast over 18 years of age around the world,
you're responsible for your own life.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this is full mic drop. You are totally accountable. And
there's communities of women just talking and trolling about how the men have ruined everything. And it's like, I'm sorry, I don't subscribe to that.
Okay, good. Someone dropped me in Gloria Steinem. No, bitch, you ruined it. Your feminist movement, I don't want it. I want to stay home, have hot monkey sex, wear the cutest lingerie, hang out, and do Tupperware parties. Where's the Tupperware parties
Yeah,
go?
where is Avon calling?
Oh my God, the Avon ladies.
I just want to be in my feminine.
I don't want to be a chick with a dick, a doll with a ball anymore. I'm tired of it. I want to be soft. I want to be subtle. But you guys, society, and I'm going to say it, you can't do it anymore. You just can't. They've buckled us women in, and I'm not complaining. I'm cool. My life is great. But I just feel bad for the next generation, you know? I just feel really bad for you girls and even you boys out there. Maybe we segue into our next episode like that, like everything you've been taught is a lie. We could list the lies. You've been bamboozled. Think about every lie.
I love it when you say bamboozled. It's
I know.
a great word and words matter.
Yeah, there you go. You
All right.
know? So like think about how they bamboozled you. That you don't need a husband. You need to be an independent worker. You don't need to sleeping with just one person. That's weird. That's always, I meet people today, because remember, I love seniors.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people who've only slept with one person their whole life.
What? Who?
Sponsy, are you listening? You're 77 years old. I'm taking you and your daughter through. She's crazy. We have a high number count, but mom, one person.
Wow.
And then Aunt Delia, your best friend Marilyn, Fred, and Marilyn, she's never seen another penis.
Oh my God.
You see? Like, it happens. And those values, come on. And we've already talked about sexually transmitted demons. So there's just so many lies. And the biggest lie is that people pleasing is okay. It's not.
It's not.